Hydro field cuts through my neighborhood.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Fearlessly Authentic. I'm your host, Lucky. It's just me tonight. Steve is went up to lay down. He's not feeling great. And I have with me El Layton.
Oh,
Or Sneezy Joe. Sneezy Joe.
Still have a dry cough.
Oh.
But it's fine. The Paxlovid did the trick. I just got it one more time. You just get it one more time, and then you never get it. It's great, except until next year. Allegedly. Just gotta wait a few months till like February. Then I'll get it again, and I'll be fine because I have the Paxlovid. And then everyone will have Paxlovid. Then that's the plan.
Well, because we have healthcare in this country, right?
This is as close to Biden impression as I can do because I cannot do his voice. I don't know who can other than Kyle Dunnigan.
Oh my God!
Oh, he has a really good song. Have you heard that? I shared it. What's my name? Oh my gosh, it's so good.
Yeah, I saw.
we gotta watch that.
Sky News actually played the Kyle Dunnigan song.
Ah, yes.
They had it on their thing, and they're like, "He's a genius." I want to say hi to everybody in our chat. It's here. Let's see. Kim said my hairdresser is ill and won't say what he has. I guess I won't be getting my hair cut for quite a while. Oh no. I hope he feels better.
Can I just say I was looking for Biden coughing like in the search engine, and then I went to images, and this is one of the first things that came up other than actual coughing, and I was like, this is better. Let's just do this. Because I'm sure he sneezed a bit too.
I didn't really, when I had COVID, I didn't really have like the cough. I never really got like the whole upper respiratory thing.
Oh, we said the COVID. The algorithm was like, nope. Just trying to fuck with your feed.
Yeah, whatever.
You gotta appease the AI.
I had it. I mean, I had it. I got over it.
Just like Alex.
I did not take what the president took. Yeah, I don't know where are our limits on what we're allowed to talk about on YouTube? I don't know, because before, even when the big C thing started, we could talk about things, and then like it got bad. And so like, is this the next thing? Like, are they going to come after us for speaking about it at all? I mean, what the fuck? How awful is that? And yet I was told by questioning everything today on Twitter, guys, I was told that like, that's what fascists do. I'm like,
I don't know who that was.
Sure. Fascist.
No, I know what that is. I don't know who the person or the account was, what the account was.
I don't know.
I don't know a lot of the people.
I don't know that account. It's just a random.
I don't know a lot of the accounts, not people. Yes, account, because we don't know how many people are people in this world. We're already in the metaverse.
And how many people have multiple accounts
and are doing characters or trolling or what have you? Like, you just never know.
We don't know. We don't know. You never know what someone's intention is online.
That's why meeting face to face is really good. Meeting people face to face.
It's really good to hear you. Is everybody hearing? Of course, Steve is not here to help me with this.
Uh-oh.
Oh, maybe if I do that. Okay. Can everybody hear us okay, though?
I just checked the YouTube. It sounded fine.
Okay, now I hear you better because I changed the thing. See, I don't normally mess with any of that shit.
You know the thing.
Yeah. Like I know, like I do all the engineering while I'm in the stream, but like I don't, usually mess with like volumes and stuff. No, I think I hit it right now. I got it. We should be on Odyssey and on Rumble also. Just want to double check that because we will
I'm
be
gonna
going
go.
to those platforms.
Oh, not this again. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and put my link to my newest episode of the podcast, which is the Year of the Monkey Pox. In case anyone's missed it, I'll do it now so I won't bore you later.
And I just got to say, we have the cutest monkey.
Yes! I want it as a friend.
I know, right?
Is it still alive?
I don't. We're just gonna say yes. We're gonna say yes because we want the monkey to just be alive.
Karen needs to get wrenched. Karen Smitanovska.
Okay. All right.
Welcome, Karen. The only Karen we'll contend with.
We knew
Just
two
kidding.
Karen. We knew two.
It's a joke.
It's
a joke, Jack. There, I did it.
Jack.
I did a fucking impression. That's my impression. Come on, man. I gotta sneak.
All right, I'm pulling up the Rumble.
Okay, sorry.
The Rumble seems to be working. There we go.
We will Rumble later. I gotta get some stuff. No, I have it. It's fine. I think we can go into Money Pox a teeny bit, not into intentions on the YouTubes, but maybe just information, what have you.
Oh. Why is that? Where are we looping from? Why is that? Where are we looping from?
Not me.
Okay, let's see. All right. Where is this at? Oh, YouTube was open also. Okay, that's where it was.
Haha.
I'm like, whoa. Usually we don't have YouTube open. So this is Steve signed in over here. Over on YouTube on the computer. I was like, what is happening? Okay, so yeah. Well, yeah, that's what I did, but I didn't know that this was even open at all. I didn't know YouTube was open. So I'm closing the YouTube on the computer. There we go. Okay, let me pull it up on my phone and I will wrench Karen.
Yeah. Wrench her. Wrench her, you just met her. I try. Oh, yeah. I'm going to get some.
Okay, so.
Oh, never mind.
Hello, Lady Alex. Bye-bye. And we have Angela. Angela said, I heard that they were going to be renaming Monkeypox, and I thought to myself, Lucky and the gang already did that. Moneypox, yes.
That's what its real name is. Its true name. Its true form.
Its true origin. Yeah.
Allegedly.
Its true origins. Its origins are not in fascism.
I sing my allegedly.
It's in money. You sing it?
I sing them. Okay. Let's see here. Doing some housekeeping on the internets. I'm trying to open something, but it's being a dick. So I'll try it again. Oh dear, I forgot to read the damn Inflation Reduction Act. I'm so sorry. I did not do my homework. I didn't get around to it. I'm not gonna lie, I did other things. But I will.
Are you talking about
look
that
at
huge bill, the big bill that none of them like read? Are
An
you talking about
omnibus bill yet again. That's all they ever sign off on is omnibus bills. So they can get everything in all at once, no matter how shitty it is. You put a whole bunch of shit in there, and it won't even look that bad because everything else is seemingly nice. WEF friendly.
Shelly? Shelly said, "What's my name, bitch?" Oh,
That's what's my name? Biden. I can't get into it. It's a parody of what's my name. Wait, is that right? My name is. My gosh, my name is by Slim Shady.
do you know how many people have died from that, Kim? From the money? From the money. 0 that I know of.
Well, there are a few in Brazil allegedly they died allegedly with monkeypox, not of monkeypox. Sound familiar? But they had other issues. Allegedly.
Where's
This is all alleged because I have no actual source for it.
Yeah.
Allegedly. An actual no source. But that's what they were claiming is there are a few deaths. I can't remember if it was 4, so I don't want to say, but I just did. But a handful of deaths, we'll say, in Brazil that were concerning, according to a clip that we'll see later.
Okay.
So, on the Rumble, an odd Odyssey.
General Meow Meow said, "You mean to tell me you aren't boop boop quadruple boop boop booped, rectally booped, and shoving pills in all your orifices?" No.
Like me? Like me, your president?
Oh my God, Lady Alex, that's so gross. What?
That's horrifying. I would quit.
And Papa, you're right. Hurled makes it sound quite heavy. It does. If someone hurled something at you, it feels like there's some there's some mass to that.
I'll say vaxxed. I don't care.
Well, we should be careful because they're nabbing us for things already. We don't need to poke too many bears before we leave this platform.
We'll leave that to Ukraine. Boom, boom. With our money. Boom, boom.
Okay,
don't worry, we can talk about the Nazis. We just can't talk about vaccines. It's a weird world.
Well, I'm glad that you found me over here, Karen. Yeah, a lot of people don't know that I have a lot of people see me on Twitter, but they don't realize that I do a YouTube channel too.
Oh shit. I'm
Dingo. And Lady Alex, we will get into this to answer that question, but I didn't declare an emergency on this. But there are places that have, including the U.S. government. Oh yeah. I have a whole theory on the framing of what they're doing and all of that too. And I've said it before on here, but yes. Yeah, we give everybody wrenches so that you can drop links and that YouTube cannot censor what you're saying. After becoming a mod in chats, and I realized how much YouTube censors, we just decided that Steve Steve and I decided that we would on our channels wrench everybody and give everybody the same freedom to say the same things. I feel like I need to do a wrench.
Antagony. The original antagonist.
Everybody should have a wrench. Everybody, let me know, guys, if you don't have a wrench. If somebody doesn't. If I see it, I will do it.
I got my thing for later. Well, not so later. I think I'm ready now.
Certain things that I don't want to say too much of, I'll just put the comment on the screen. Viking
we'll
Odin.
get into that later too.
Yeah.
Very deep dive coming at you later.
Well, Australia is rolling out mini defibrillators to people's homes, but nothing to see here. What?
Oh, I saw a bleeding eye kind of thing happening somewhere. I think it was the UK or something. Of course,
Jeez.
or Canada or one of those. And it had like this horrible picture of the bleeding eye. I'm like, I don't need to see that. Blood vessel, not bleeding, but like internal, which is worse.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Definitely. Well, Karen, welcome. I'm glad you found us. I should put the links to the Odyssey and the Rumble on here. Anybody who's not subscribed to me over there, you can do that too. Because we will be going over to, we are on those platforms currently, but we will be also moving over there from YouTube because YouTube likes to censor what we talk about. So there we go. I put links up for Odyssey and Rumble. All right.
Oh, fuck. Have you ever tried to log into Rumble and it tells you attempting too fast? That's a new one.
No.
Let me go a little slower. Oh, okay. Not the right thing. That's what I thought. Damn. Just tell me it ain't the right password. Oh, I did the 3 instead of the 2. Got it. Understood. I have a weird password.
Cool. We have people on Rumble and on Odyssey already.
And now I'm on Rumble.
You're on the Rumble?
I gotta mute. Hold on. I did not have to mute because it doesn't do the YouTube thing where it goes loud as fuck right when you turn it on.
Oh, Rumble?
Yeah.
Sweet.
So,
hey, can you guys do me a favor too? We are kind of switching between. Will you guys make sure you hit the like button, whatever form that is on whatever platform you're on? On Odyssey, it's the little fire thing. And then on Rumble, it's the little plus sign. And on YouTube, it's the like. It does help with the algorithm. And
There's no
you know,
dislike. Sorry.
I know, right? It's so ridiculous. The other
That's
ones
good.
there are. There is
Because
on
then
Odyssey and
people don't know
Rumble.
how much you're hated if you're on YouTube and they hate all your videos, like the White House, allegedly, which turn off their comments. Not allegedly.
I've never dissected anything. I refused to even do it when I was in school. I did not want to dissect baby animals.
Not yet, Alex.
Yeah, we're not leaving immediately, but you know,
Just preparing.
yes. You hear Everett. He's walking around. He's crazy today. He is absolutely crazy.
Everett, and forget it.
You know what? Well, it has been. We didn't do last Sunday, Baba Yaga. Last Sunday we had my birthday stream. I did almost an 8-hour stream. I can't believe that. Like, wow, that
7
was
hours
fun.
and 50 minutes plus.
Yeah,
I watched as much of it as I could at the time, and then I watched the rest later.
yeah. I know some people had to go back and watch it.
I had to sleep. I apologize. I really had to go to sleep at that time.
That was a long stream.
I stayed for almost 6 hours. I think that's pretty good.
Yeah, no, yeah. I don't think Drew was with me like the whole night or something like that. It was crazy.
You learned a lot.
That was a lot of fun. And then I don't know if most people probably don't know this yet, but we're doing on Steve's channel, on Steve Cutler Live. You can find him also on YouTube. He has an Odyssey that's linked to mine, and he's also on Rumble too. But I don't think he posts as much over there. But we're gonna be doing open mic every Saturday night, and so if you guys want to sign up for that. You don't have to sign up ahead of time, but if you want to submit a video, you want to do a poem, you want to show off some art, you want to do, a comedy routine, music, whatever, just come hang out with us for 10 minutes, show off your cute animal. I don't know, whatever. It's just a community like area where we're giving everybody about 10 minutes or whatever. If there's no one else in line behind them, you know what I mean? They can take more time. But just a fun like kind of like community spot to come and show off your talents, hang out, whatever. It's a fun place. We had a lot of fun doing it yesterday, but we're gonna be doing that again this Saturday coming up. I think we're gonna do that on a regular basis. So
I heard from Steve that we could do a monologue from Hamlet or some shit, and I was like, okay, I can do that. I can do a monologue next time. I'll do some acting because I used to do that on YouTube too. So I was like putting up. You can't find that because I'm not going to give you the fucking channel, guys. But I did covers and I did monologues on here, and people would like them or they would not. But they would comment every once in a while, and they wouldn't even know who the fuck I was. They wouldn't know my name at the time. Oh, when you were anonymous online, those were the days.
Anonymous online. Oh.
So now you know that I didn't use my name then. That's why I'm AKA L. Latham. Because this is my other channel.
Oh, I don't even know about this, guys. You guys are hearing secrets.
You will never see that former me. Unless you figure out what my name was, but you won't. But
yeah. I mean, now you're just challenging people to find it.
My moniker, not my name, like not a name, but like a designation. But anyway, great. I wrote my own monologue for acting class. I had to be all different and shit. In college, because I was like the biggest actor there. I'm not tooting my horn. Like everybody looked at me and was like, oh my gosh, I need help with this and that and the other. I'm like, all right, I'll run lines with you and shit. And so I was the most experienced actor in the acting 101 class, which felt really wrong, but I didn't care. And I had been in previously like 4 different classes. Well, I had started an intro to theater in high school. Funny we had that, but we didn't have a drama club.
Oh my God. Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
Okay, I'm finishing. Don't worry. I'm finishing. Okay, so then transferred. Then eventually I went to the Alliance Theater acting program, which is a Tony Award winning theater in Atlanta. And then after that, I went to a program at Actor Studio, the Pro Actor Studio, I think, with Nick Conti, who I just remember the name of, who was my teacher, and who I won the Batman Forever DVD, which was a total reward in class for getting something right in trivia, which had nothing to do with acting, but what have you. But whatever. And then after that, I eventually went to LA, and then I went to like Elizabeth, I forgot her name. Elizabeth Mitchell, yes, her acting class at Brian Reese's school. He was the big head honcho that you couldn't afford, so you went to her, and then you started there. And then I went to another class somewhere else. I did an audit in Greg Berger's class, which showed me some really deep method kind of acting, like a lot of sexy stuff. And I was like, yeah, not my jam, but all right, cool. And then he started putting me on a mailing list and shit after that. And then I still got his emails 3 years ago or some shit. And then eventually he was like, all right, dude, I'm never going to your class. Could you stop? So then after that, then Improv Olympic West, which was the improv program that I attended 7 whole, whatever it's called. Season
classes?
Classes, 7 classes. Not classes. No, it's actually not called classes. It's something else. 7, oh shit. Different programs, levels. There's the level. It's levels, 7 levels. Level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. Met some celebrities in level 1, which is cool. Met Bill Burr one night. We'll get into that at some point.
Well, yeah, we'll do a different thing on that.
Not rambling too much, but I just wanted to finish with that's all of the fucking shit that I did before intro acting at college with these 18, 19-year-olds and shit and I'm 20 something. And I'm basically teaching them outside of the teaching that's going on. And then they cried. I made them cry in a scene, and I felt yeah, let's go. And they applauded me so much on this real good. So they really loved my monologue too. And they were like, oh my gosh, you wrote that? I'm like, yes, I'm a writer too. And they're like, damn. So yeah, that's what happened. That's so meow.
I think that we should do vagina monologues, our own thing on vagina monologues.
I will not speak on my vagina, but everyone else can contribute.
I think that would be hilarious to do our own version of vagina monologues. They are so funny. The things that they talk about.
What the fuck? Something just fell. I don't know what that was.
I'm looping back through yours.
I don't know how that's possible. I'm not doing anything. So
I don't know. When I'm talking though, it's making your avatar show up. Like the voice thing. Do you see that?
Yeah, it does that sometimes. It's weird.
So Ghost Art said today's secret topic is tattooed balls. If you don't know what that means, it's okay. Oh my God. So Baba's like, yeah, I would love to hear you guys act. So yeah, we'll just we'll do some, we're gonna do some fun stuff.
I can cry on cue. I did that on a Glee once.
Really?
for money. That was fun.
Oh my
I listened to
God.
Hurt beforehand and some Coldplay. I think it was Fix You. Yeah, I listened to Fix You and Hurt before I started crying and holding. And then they put me on the set with the prom. And they said, you're just really excited for Finn and Rachel. You'll see it if you go look at it. Promosaurus is the name of the episode. And they say, everybody cry. Like 3 of us had to cry. We all got picked by Eric Stoltz. Yay, how exciting to be directed by Eric Stoltz. It was very exciting. I saw his email, which was super easy to figure out just by looking over his shoulder at his computer, which you're going to do because you're bored, you know. But I also talked to the guy who played Blaine, and I totally remember his name. Chris something. Darren Chris. I chatted with him a bit on set when we were bored. It was a fun time. I will say, as weird as that set is, because there's a lot of pedo crap allegedly going on, which is not alleged. Well, it's alleged. It's alleged. There was no trial, so because he killed himself allegedly. Even for all of that, the crafty was good. The people were nice. I can't say good enough things other than that.
All right. So what do we want to what do we want to talk about first? What is YouTube approved conversation?
Well, we can bore everyone to tears talking about the Inflation Reduction Act being signed off on or passed on by the Senate in a tie-breaking vote from our lovely Kamala, my second in command, who will be first in command when I die. Yay! Everybody cheer. I'm so excited.
Oh, yeah. All right. Is there a link or something?
Well, I'll give you the fucking link since I can't give you any info about it because I haven't read it, and it's 725 fucking pages.
I wonder why. Well, why haven't you done that homework?
The document.
If you read any of it, you're probably more up to date than any of the people that voted on it. I mean,
I'm certain that's true, but I'll give it to you so that you can, have it for yourself. Everybody will have it, and you can do the homework. I'm letting you do. Everybody else do the homework. I'm tired. There should be a Cliff's Notes, but that would be from the mainstream media, which is not very reliable in this regard. And we'll just talk about the good health stuff, and then probably not the surveillance stuff, which I'm sure is in there, and the money printing, go burr-ness of it all. $740, I think, $billion is how much it will cost. And there's no free healthcare. So make of that what you will. And we've got a pandemic going on. So, or allegedly an epidemic. I don't know what they're calling it. It's a public health emergency. We have a public health emergency.
Yeah, they put us in they said we're in a state of emergency. Like because of the money pox.
It is what it is. Okay, I got an update also here. Well, did I have another thing? I had another thing. Hold on.
So this is the actual bill.
Correct.
The HR 5376.
The other thing is on my phone, so I have to send it to myself because I probably lost it and didn't bookmark it, but I hope I did bookmark it. But I don't think I bookmarked anything, so I doubt it's in here. So I have to look up. I'll just look up Inflation blah 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 Act, and it'll come up because it came up like first or whatever. It's like USA Today or some shit. That's not it, but something like that. But it had like a mainstream article about it. Oh yeah, the first thing that comes up is Inflation Reduction Act because everybody's looking it up. Cool. All right. an Act 1 page summary. They have an Act 1 page summary from the Senate Democrats. That's so kind of them. Thank you. But it's not passed in the House. It doesn't go through until it's passed in the House. Oh, right. I had the thing by, what's his face? The guy I'm supposed to be. Yeah, let me give you the thing. All right. You know the thing, Jack? Okay. Where are you? There you are. Okay. Let me scooch it.
So I'm going to put the links in there, but we always add the links afterwards too, because I know some of the chats, the links and stuff like that disappear. So it's there if you want it. We will put it there. But I also make a list of them, and then we add them after the show.
Oh, okay. Well, all right, I'm going to stop doing that then, because you're going to have it in the description anyways. But
well, no, I still need you to send them to me though.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about in the chats.
Oh yeah,
because it's a lot of work. Oh no, my sound level is awful low. Oz, I have the vortex on. Vortex. What is this called again? Vornado. I have my Vornado on. Maybe it's hurting me. I'll scooch it. I scooched it a scotch. Is that better? Should I be right on top of it? I'll be on top of it, like I'm on my pod. Okay, thank you, Oz. Good to have you.
The White House.
So this is all good news, allegedly from my dude. And he has this statement. I have not read it. So let's read it together. Where is he? There he is. Today, Senate Democrats signed, I didn't even mean to do that, but I did it. Okay. Sided with American families over, I should do his impression. Let me try and do his impression. Over special interests voting to lower the costs of prescription drugs, health insurance, and everyday energy costs, and reduce deficit from making the wealthiest corporations finally pay their fair share. I ran for president, promising to make government work for working families again. That is what this bill does. Period. Repeat the line. Okay. This bill caps seniors out-of-pocket spending for prescription drugs at $2,000 per year. No matter what their drug bills would otherwise be, seniors will not have to spend more than $2,000.
Yeah, when they get like no money, like $2,000 might not seem like a lot to him, but to a senior, that's a lot of money.
Mm-hmm. In addition, 13 million Americans covered under the Affordable Care Act, which is totally great, will see their health insurance premiums reduced by $800. This bill tackles inflation by lowering the deficit and lowering costs for regular families. I don't know why he's yelling, but he's yelling again. This bill also makes the largest investment ever in combating the existential crisis of climate change. It addresses the climate crisis and strengthens our energy security, creating jobs, manufacturing solar panels, which end up in a dump. But they don't tell you that. Wind turbines and electric vehicles in America, which we can totally afford with American workers. It lowers families' energy costs by $100 each year. Finally, it pays for all this by establishing a minimum corporate tax so that our richest corporations start to pay their fair share. It does not raise taxes on those making under $400,000 a year. Not 1 cent. I want to thank Leader Schumer and every member of the Senate Democratic Caucus for supporting this bill. It required many compromises. Doing important things almost always does. The House should pass this as soon as possible, and I look forward to signing it into law. Okay, that's my impression of the president in his upcoming speech where he reads this. Thank you.
Okay. Why am I echoing through yours?
I don't know.
Something is echoing through that.
Not on my end.
No, it's coming through your speaker.
That can't be because my speaker is a special kind of speaker. So.
No, but like when I'm talking, it shows up on your avatar like the sound is coming through that way. That's why I'm saying that.
I don't know.
I don't know. So Chuck Schumer put this out, earlier to the tens of millions of young Americans who have spent years marching, rallying, demanding that Congress act on climate change. This bill is for you. I said, yeah, a big F you. What the fuck? Seriously? Does he really, really think that like that this bill is doing anything that what the fuck? It's not what he thinks it is.
Well, they just show him a thing to say and he says the thing. So he doesn't really know what's going on, I'm sure.
Bonkers, you okay, buddy?
Should we do a Kevin Spacey update? That'd be fun. Let's lighten the mood. It's some pedo news, allegedly. Meow. Someone said they heard a cat in the background. Meow. So I'm meowing.
Yeah, that's Everett.
Yeah, I know.
He's being a fucking asshole today. Like, he wants to go outside. Jenna agrees with Peaches. That's what.
I am retiring that impression tonight. Hey, Steve Wolfbrandt.
Wolf dude. I call him Wolf dude.
Yep. Are they French? They are. Done.
All right. I think I adjusted the volume of mine. Are we closer now in level? Yeah, leader Schumer. Yeah, like he's leading us into fucking hell. But,
Yep.
I mean, I guess you
if he
can
has a
say he's the leader. Leader.
Oh, dear.
Yeah. Jenna said, how we have all longed to have thousands of acres of public land open for drilling. Yeah, for companies too. It's not like we're going to drill on these public lands, but it's going to be for like, for the people. No, of course not. It's never that. Not that I would want public, not that I feel like we need to open up public land for drilling anyway. But you know what I mean? At least if they did it, at least if it was like not to make a corporation richer, that would, at least be something.
Oh.
Yeah, my thing with the inflation, like, okay, so everybody talks about how we have this inflation and this and that, and my thing is I feel like the minimum wage and our wages should be a variable rate, just like on a mortgage you can have a variable rate on a mortgage. It should also whatever the cost of living is at, the minimum wage should have to adjust automatically to with that. within a certain percentage, you know what I mean? Because there's, there's an ebb and flow to it, but I mean, that's the only thing that makes sense to me. Like, we're just so far into the capitalism and into this whole, like, we're so far into this. I don't know that there's just like a way to fix it. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like we've been doing this for a couple of years and we need to adjust. No, this has been going on for so long that how do we go back? How do we even, go forward when the living wage should be like $40 an hour and people are still trying to fight for 15? Like, that was long ago. It should have been going up all this time. And now we're at the end of it. We're at the end stage of, like, this is not sustainable.
That's what the sustainable goals are for, right? The sustainable development goals save everyone, and the replacements for meat, of course. All right, I shared in the private chat another thing about the fucking act from a mainstream source, Yahoo, again, and explains a little more about the subsidies and stuff for climate change crap. The fake climate change initiative that's within. For like the people who travel constantly on jets.
Wait, so you want the Newsbreak one or the Yahoo one first?
Yahoo. The WEF collaborator one. Although Newsbreak is Deadline, I don't think Deadline collaborates with WEF. They're not on that level.
Oh, look at that.
Or LA Times, yeah, maybe they are. Okay, so it says here deep in there, they read it, so let's trust the media. After more than a year of infighting, President Joe Biden's climate agenda has cleared a significant hurdle. On Sunday, Senate Democrats passed the Inflation Reduction Act of 2022 in a 51-50 decision, seems fair, that went along party lines and saw Vice President, my girl, Kamala Harris, cast the tie-breaking vote, reports the Washington Post. And this is just from the Washington Post, really. If passed by the House, the 755-page, well, you know what? At least they got it down to 725, so there is some hope. Since then, bill would authorize the single largest expenditure to combat climate change in the nation's history. And all the legislation calls for $370 billion. So is it $370 billion or $740 billion? Did they take some shit out? I don't know what happened there, but moving on. In spending to reduce U.S. greenhouse emissions by approximately 40% by the end of this decade, which will totally happen. Among the climate change provisions most likely to affect consumers is a reworked federal EV tax credit. The Inflation Reduction IRA, I'm just going to call it the IRA, would provide up to $7,500 in subsidies for electric SUVs, because they all think we're all going to get electric vehicles now. Trucks and vans that cost less than $80,000 and cars under $55,000. It would also allow, I remember a time back in the day, in my day, they were $20,000 for cars. Okay, anyway, it would also allow people to claim up to $4,000 when buying a used EV. In both cases, an income ceiling would prevent those who make more than the average American from taking advantage of the legislation. On top of EV subsidies, the $370 billion in investments set aside by the bill would incentivize the building of wind, solar, and other renewable power sources. The act also calls for the creation of $5 billion program that will give money to Nazis. No, it won't. I'm sorry. It's a joke. That would pay companies that reduce their methane output. Might as well give it to the Nazis, really. With Sunday's vote, the IRA now moves to the House, which will return from its summer recess on Friday for much of 2021 and the first half of 2022. The Build Back Better plan looked doomed to go nowhere due to opposition from Senator Joe Manchin of West Virginia. In late July, however, Manchin and Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, Chucky the Schooms, announced that they had come to a compromise in exchange, because you know it's good when it's bipartisan. Oh yeah, well I say that because I consider Joe Manchin not a Democrat. But anyway, moving on.
They're all the same party. It's all the same. There's no difference.
But what I'm saying is, like, he's never been what they consider a Democrat in his voting or whatever. But anyway, in exchange for
none of them support,
the IRA, I know that, but I'm saying, you know, in their eyes or whatever. But anyway, the IRA includes a provision that would see the federal government reinstate canceled oil, this is what we were talking about before, and gas leases in the Gulf of Mexico and Alaska's Cook Inlet. While that concession upset environmentalists quite a lot, it's not expected to undo the good inflation. Shut up. Why are you talking like this? You're supposed to be neutral, but you're never neutral. Why should I be surprised? The good the IRA is poised to do for the environment. According to one estimate by Princeton University's Zero Lab, the bill could reduce U.S. greenhouse emissions by about 6.3 billion tons through 2032. Could, but will it? Probably not. Coulda, shoulda, woulda.
Is that all for that one? Yeah.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous.
Fairly short article. You just highlighted everything, including him. Look at him in highlighted form.
I didn't mean to.
Oh no, there's beef with Britney Spears and her ex-husband. That's so important. Thank you so much for that information. And Gadget.
Yeah.
Dumbasses.
Okay, hang on. Let me close.
That should totally be number 2 trending, shouldn't it? Just celebrity drama.
Yes.
Not even court drama, I don't think, because she's in court. She's had some court issues, but I haven't heard of Kevin Federline in fucking years, so that's a new one. I guess they're going after children next. Take away your children. Blah, blah, blah. Don't get in the entertainment industry unless you want to die young, allegedly.
Don't participate in corrupt systems. Don't participate in that kind of system. We can do our own thing.
I don't think children should be in this business anymore. There's too much evidence of the malfeasance towards these children in these scenarios, including her as a 16-year-old. Let's consider that she was a young girl when she started out. So none of this is her fucking fault, because she was put in this industry by her fucking father, who's
meow meow,
and sexualized at a young age, as so many are.
Yeah, it's
not
ridiculous.
Allowed to sign contracts. She can't sign a contract. She never got a record deal. It was other people getting it for her. Just like Billie Eilish. I don't blame her either. Although she needs to chill. But a lot of people need to chill. It's fine.
Becca, do you not have a wrench? How do you not have one?
You haven't wrenched someone?
I know. I'm doing it.
Wrenched them.
I did. I already did
I'm gonna check in on the rumbles here. Oh, thanks, the Viking Odin, for liking my Biden impression. I tried to be as incoherent as possible while sending a message.
Fixed it, Becca. Chili love
Love you, Julia. Love you, love. The love of Julie.
Well, Becca, what's great is when you have a wrench is that you can actually put links in a YouTube chat and they show up, because otherwise, even if you put it there and you think like that other people can see a link in a chat, they can't necessarily see it. It's really fucked up what YouTube does with its censorship and the things that they'll censor people saying. It's ridiculous. I've seen emojis just get censored the fuck out of, like, in chats.
I do have that other link if we want to. We're segueing right into the pedo thing, so a clear segue to Kevin Spacey and his huge loss.
Now, is he an island guy? Did he go to the island?
No, and I don't believe he's in the book either, but he was friendly enough with Ghislaine to take a picture with her at the Buckingham Palace.
So, wait, isn't this the same Kevin? He shot somebody, right?
No, you're thinking of Alec Baldwin. There's so
Baldwin.
many horrible
Okay, I'm
people to
getting
think
so
about.
confused by all these people. Okay.
They're just as talented as one another, allegedly.
Okay, yeah, I remember watching him on House of Cards. Like, I watched it like later on.
They should have sued him for
streaming
copyright
service.
infringement because he did his show, his weird. He used his show, his former show, and his character that I guess he thinks he owned on his YouTube channel, which he still has, to make weird threats, veiled threats about certain things that happen in real life with his allegations. Like, he used that platform and that character, Frank, what's his face, to reference his allegations. It was super weird.
Okay. Yes. Okay. So this is Spacey. Okay. Now there was.
I never liked
him. So he had sexual harassment charges while on the show, correct?
Yes, from crew members on the show. But the thing is, they fired him, and that fucked a lot of people over. So if you look at the article, or if we look at it together, let me see.
Yeah, I have it up. I have it on screen.
I like the dark mode. A judge last Thursday, ruled that Kevin Spacey and his production companies must pay the makers of House of Cards nearly $31 million because of losses brought on by his 2017 firing on allegations of sexual harassment of crew members. The ruling from LA Superior Court Judge Mel Red Racana gives the force of law to the $30.9 million award by a private arbitrator in favor of MRC and other companies that produced the hit Netflix series. Racana wrote that Spacey and his attorneys failed to demonstrate that this is even a close case and do not demonstrate that the damages award was so utterly irrational that it amounts to an arbitrary remaking of the parties' contracts. We are pleased with the court's ruling, MRC attorney Michael Kump said in an email to the Associated Press. Spacey has denied the allegations through his attorneys and his spokesperson who did not immediately respond to emails seeking comment. And also a few people died, but we don't acknowledge that in the mainstream media. The arbitrator found that Spacey violated his contract's demands for professional behavior by engaging in certain conduct in connection with several crew members in each of the 5 seasons that he starred in and executive produced House of Cards, according to a filing from Kump requesting the approval. As a result, MRC had to fire Spacey, halt production of the show's 6th season, rewrite it to remove his central character, and shorten it from 13 to 8 episodes to meet deadlines, resulting in tens of millions in losses, according to court documents. Spacey's attorneys argued in their own filings that the decision to exclude him from the show's 6th season came from the internal investigation that led the crew members to come forward and thus was not part of contract breach, They argued that the actors' actions were not a substantial factor in the show's losses. The ruling from the private arbitrator came after a legal fight of more than 3 years and an 8-day evidentiary hearing that was kept secret from the public, along with the rest of the dispute, until a panel of 3 more private arbitrators rejected Spacey's appeal and upheld the decision in November. The 63-year-old Oscar winner's career came to an abrupt halt late in 2017 as the Me Too movement gained momentum and allegations against him emerged from several places, including the UK, by the way. Spacey was fired or removed from projects, most notably House of Cards, the Netflix political thriller in which for 5 seasons he played lead character Frank Underwood, a power-hungry congressman who becomes president, who's based on Bill Clinton, but we don't talk about that. Last month, Spacey pleaded not guilty in London to charges of sexually assaulting 3 men a decade or more ago when he was director of the Old Vic Theatre there. His lawyer said he strenuously denies the allegations. He is set to face trial next year. Another criminal case brought against him, a charge of indecent assault and battery stemming from the alleged groping of an 18-year-old man at a Nantucket resort, was dismissed by Massachusetts prosecutors in 2019. They didn't even try in that case, but whatever. And he also faces lawsuits from other men, including actor Anthony Rapp, which started everything with that information. But yeah, he'll probably lose this more than he'll lose for his alleged behavior, in my opinion. Because Hollywood is about money. That's all they care about.
Imagine being able to be paid, sued to pay that much money, $31 million. Like that, the amount of money is just unfathomable to me. Like, like that's insane. It's an insane amount of money.
I mean, it's more than what Alex Jones was sentenced to pay in damages. Sentenced, that's not the right word. Liable for damages for the amount, whatever. The amount that he was liable for in damages. The amount of damages, goddamn, El. The amount of damages for Alex Jones was lower than that. Significantly lower. For having really bad, poor judgment is all we'll say. Just really bad judgment.
That's just crazy.
Yeah, so there's the pedo update, the Hollywood update. I'm just making sure he's not in the book because I don't remember for sure. So I'm going to look him up. He might be in the book. He is in the book. Okay, he's in the black book. Cool. No, he's not. They give me Peter Soros. That's not who I asked. How dare you? I say Spacey. Oh, he is. He's next to Peter Soros. Peter Soros is circled for some reason. So,
I thought he's in the black. He's in the Epstein book.
Yeah, Kevin is. Let me give you his page.
I thought so. I thought he was.
I'm not gaslighting myself. Let me look this up.
I'm like, I remembered. That's a lot. It's a lot of people to remember who's in that. Who's in that book.
Yeah, they hung out. They had each other's number. Yeah. And also Naomi Campbell, who still hasn't faced any real backlash for her involvement, her alleged involvement.
Yeah, no, it's gross. I saw there's actually a thing. I shared it on Twitter earlier, and they go through all the people. Like they go through a bunch of people and just show their faces. Like these guys are all in the book. A lot of women in there.
Why are they in the book? Especially if they're circled, like Peter Soros. Yeah, I'm calling you out, Peter Soros. If you're watching, you're in the book. What's that about? Why are you circled?
If you're watching.
I'm sure he watches. I'm sure he knows about Lucky Burrito.
I'm sure
he's catching up on what we're.
So this is their. I'm not going to put any volume on it. Oh wait, I don't want the volume.
Confirmed.
Oh, this is the island. They shouldn't say that because like there's literally no evidence that anyone's on the island except like a couple of people, which is Bill Clinton.
Yeah.
So they
But
shouldn't
yeah,
say
there was
island. They
Spacey.
should say in the book.
Yeah, that should say in the book.
That doesn't mean the same thing.
No. But I mean,
But Courtney is alleged to have been involved by her father, and I'll never stop mentioning that. That Courtney Love's father said that she procured girls and participated in a lot of the actions.
I mean, I can't confirm all of these people, but this is just something that I saw, and that's
Nadia is an alleged survivor, so she spoke out in the Ghislaine Maxwell show trial. Anthony Kiedis, I've said some shit about him, and I'll still say it. He's creepy. But he was born to be creepy. His father was a creep. Jeffrey is a creep, but he's creepy for other reasons. So is he. Mark Rector as well. But I don't think that was the same person, so they shouldn't have put him in there. Mark Collins Rector is not that guy that they show. I know more about this than they do. Will Smith has nothing to do with anything. I've seen no evidence that he has anything to do with Jeffrey Epstein. None at all.
He's not in the book.
Certainly not. No.
Yeah, I don't know. I just, like, and that's why I just saying, like, this is just, I saw this earlier, and that's why we check everything.
Information.
We it's why we double check all the stuff, because it doesn't always amount to it being true just because you see it. Just because there's a bunch of true things together doesn't mean that all of it's true. So
and
always still question and individually verify.
And even if Will Smith were in the book, which he's not, but if he were, it could be any other fucking Will Smith, unless it's like specifically somebody's address that that's the building that he works in or whatever. You have to do the research for that. There's other Will Smiths. There's like a Will Smith who created Veep, I think. So, the show.
Yeah.
That's a very common name. So if you have a common name, it's probably not going to make any difference if you look them up. But I just want y'all to do your own investigations of things, not just see a list and be like, that's the list. It's more complicated than that.
Oh, absolutely.
Some of it's misinformation. Some of it could be a psyop thing to like mix in these celebrities. Like Tom Hanks, he's not involved. He might be a prick. He might be annoying. He might be creepy. He's done some creepy pictures of gloves and shit, but we just don't have any evidence against him. So what do we do? Like if you don't have evidence, we have Isaac Cappy, but Isaac Cappy could have died for many reasons, and somebody could have killed him for another reason. I mean, he wasn't doing so well, wasn't very sober at the time, is all I'm saying. There would be other reasons that he could have died that aren't a big, huge conspiracy with Tom Hanks.
We're going to have to do a New York stream. Just as a side note, because I see you guys talking about New York in the chat. We're going to have to do one on living in New York and like all of our different experiences. The people that live in New York, like Ricky Rance is in New York, Trish is in New York, Charlie's in New York. I live there. So we're going to do a fun one just on New York. It's just a crazy state. It's big. There's a lot going on there. So that would be fun.
Oh yeah, Shelley mentioned the allegations against Will Smith. There are allegations against Will Smith from like a former, I don't know if I should say co-star, a child actor who claimed that he had been abused by him, but there's no real evidence and there's no trial, so it's hard to really, there was no court, anything, so it's hard to really do anything with that. It's just allegations.
Yeah. Well, not most. I mean, most abuse isn't reported. I'll tell you that.
Especially with boys, to be fair. Like, especially in Hollywood, I can't imagine how many boys would report anything.
I mean, I was assaulted when
A
I
lot
was
of
13. And so I was a 13-year-old girl. I got assaulted by a neighbor boy that lived like 4 houses down from me. This is when I lived in New Jersey. And what did I do? I went and knocked on the kid's house, sat his mom down in their house and told her what happened. And she didn't believe me. Like, yeah, I'm going to come here and tell you all this that happened, like, just make it up for fun. Okay. So then eventually I told my mom what happened, and it went nowhere. And then I told the school what happened because I kept making a stink like, no, this isn't right. This kid's going to do something to somebody else. And they told me that if he did it again, then they would do something about it. I being a military brat, we moved from there shortly after. So I have no idea if that kid ever, did anything else again to anybody else. But like it's not as simple as, something being reported sometimes or not being reported. You know what I mean? Because that's the reason why people don't report stuff. It's because stuff like that happens and it's not reported. And that was also in the 90s, and not to make excuses for the 90s, but it was a completely different, generationally, completely different time frame. Very, very different thought process and the way that people behaved when it comes to abuse and reporting. So,
real quick before I nosh, I just wanted to say, like, what you were saying, like in the 90s, whatever. There's actually a song by Korn that I'm sure a lot of people know. Maybe not. I don't know how many people know this, but it's called Daddy, and it's based on allegations put forth by the lead singer. Am I going to forget his name? Jonathan Davis. No, I didn't. And from when he was a child and he was being babysat, but he made it about the parents or his mother specifically, and not believing, and also being abused by his father. So he switched it around, but it's a brutal song, and he like breaks down at the end, and they're like in the studio and they have to keep playing. He said, keep playing no matter what happens. And they're all playing while he's just crying and having a fit. It's the saddest fucking song. It'll bring you to tears. But that's another example, is like this kid being abused, and then he seeks solace in music and everything, and uses that as an outlet. And some people don't even have that as an outlet. They go turn to drugs, which he did too. Also, the band partook, I think, in heroin and such. But some people don't even have any kind of outlet, and then they turn to drugs, and then when that doesn't fulfill them, they turn to suicide. So it's pretty brutal. It's pretty sad.
Some people reenact the abuse that's happened to them also.
It's exactly. And that's a problem. That's how it continues. But I'm going to nosh real quick. I'm going to have a pizzadilla. This has got me very hungry, apparently. So I'll be back, but you can just read the comments or something while I'm cooking.
Yeah, I loved the show House of Cards too, Lady Alex. General Meow Meow said Kevin Spacey's old man and Nazi. I gotta check this out. Oh man. Yeah, and as you guys can probably tell, like I'm not really good with the whole like celebrities thing. Like I get them confused because I don't pay attention. I don't put like as much thought process and effort into what they're doing in Hollywood and stuff. To me, it's not that I don't know any of them, but it's just I don't, unless it's something that's actually like prevalent to, like they're just ordinary people, but they're put on these pedestals, and it's really weird to me. It's really, really weird. And with that, I'm friends with people that would be like considered like like they're famous like people, very well known people, but I don't see them that way. I see people as people, and it's like, okay, cool, you're good at your job, you're good at you're talented, and I like your talent, but you got to be a good person. Like that matters to me more. Oh man, you guys are brutal. Yeah. The big C, very, 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 very sketchy shit. He was definitely friends with Epstein. Let's see. Yeah, he probably will appeal. Spacey, I'm sure that he'll appeal it.
All right, I'm toasting now.
Yeah, Epstein is horrible, but Ghislaine gives me chills. She just looks so at peace with doing that kind of thing. Yeah, you've got to have you've got to be unstable and very sick in order to be able to do that.
And she also was in with fucking the UN, so like she got a platform that many people don't get to do that shit, to front with her charity, about
there's always a charity they hide behind, and it's just
right. I do have the video if we want to take a break for a laugh at Biden's expense and watch the What's My Name parody.
Yeah, I'm just going to catch up on some of these comments real quick. I'm not too far behind. Becca C said Kevin's net worth is $70 million. That's crazy.
Too much. That's residuals. A lot of that is residuals, I'm sure. People.
Yeah, Whitney Webb's book is coming out, Jilly. That's going to be freaking awesome. Yeah, like I'm gonna have to get that. Like it's gonna be one that I need to get.
She's big. She's a big researcher. We love her.
Lady Alex said, I am a woman and I feel the Me Too is total bullshit. I think that it got co-opted and completely overused, and it was supposed to just be a communication tool where I could sit down next to somebody and be like, yeah, me too, that happened to me too. Yes. And that's what it was supposed to be. It wasn't supposed to be believe all women without any kind of evidence or anything like that. Believe anybody accusing another person automatically. Like that doesn't work. That right there gets co-opted, and then that then becomes overused and abused, and it waters down what the actual intention of it is.
It was celebritified, wasn't it? Because did you participate in the beginning? Because I totally participated in the beginning with the hashtag. I totally did. I'm not gonna lie, because I thought
I never did. When was that? What year was that? Because that was on Twitter more, right?
Yeah, it started out on Twitter.
I've only been on Twitter for like 2 years.
Tiana Burke, I believe, is the name of the person who started it, and she was upset with how celebritified it got. I'm making that up, but I don't care. But like the celebrities got a hold of it. The female, privileged celebrities were like.
Wasn't it like Alyssa Milano and shit?
Yeah, like her. I didn't want to mention her by name and give her more attention, but hey, she was one of the ones who co-opted it. But anyway, the beginning of it was like very like, have you been sexually harassed or assaulted? Yes, me too. Like you have, I have too. Like I was like, yeah, on a train once I was touched inappropriately by a passenger and it made me very uncomfortable, and I never really felt comfortable again on the train. I was very careful in the future. But that was a situation that I felt like violated and everything. But that's what it was. It was supposed to be like camaraderie and like commisery, whatever. That's not the word. What is the word? Solidarity, between people who've gone through that. And then it turned into something that was weaponized against men, which was not the whole point of it at all. And it turned that way so quickly, by the way. Not even before the celebritification, people were already being man haters or whatever online. I was like, well, I'm not in there anymore. I said my piece. That's it. I might have deleted the tweet. I don't remember, but it was a whole big thing. And so that's one of those things where I got in at the beginning and then I got out because I realized it was co-opted. And like Black Lives Matter.
And I don't know that I could get that there's women. I don't think there's like any women that I really, really know that haven't been affected by by that in some way. It's probably most women. I mean, to different severities of it, you know what I mean? But like most women have been touched inappropriately by somebody in their life, and and worse. I know I've dealt with that for I mean countless amount of times. But like I was saying also too, not to make an excuse for it, but like it was more acceptable then. Like it was in the 90s, like it in the 80s, it was more acceptable to be treated a certain way as a woman. And I mean, I think that that's something that the Me Too movement did bring about that was good, is that they brought attention to it and the magnitude of the women that had not spoken up, that had not, I've never filed a police report or anything like that, or any kind of report. Why would I? When I was 13, I got treated like there was nothing to see there. It didn't happen, so people don't report for a reason.
Yeah, and even when you do report in LA specifically, I can't speak for every other police department, but they have been so fucking corrupted that they will just toss the report most of the time. And that's probably a lot of cases in a lot of cities, big cities especially when there's a celebrity involved or what have you. Like, it didn't happen until now, until it's been weaponized, that celebrities have been called to like actually go to court and shit. Like Danny Masterson was like, what's happening? I'm being held accountable? That's not happening.
I know, and it's Scientology tied and everything, and that really, I want to do a show on Scientology. If you guys know, if we know any good Scientology people, I want to do a show on Scientology. It intrigues the fucking shit out of me. That whole thing, that whole cult of Scientology. Yeah, it's crazy.
We are kind of behind here.
Yeah. Hi, Jera Brown.
Welcome, Jera.
Good night, Angela. Hit the replay if you can.
Yeah, check us out on Rumble, where it will be a lot more free.
Yeah, I know. I hate restricting what we can say. It's so frustrating. Yeah, anybody who has joined after, we are going to be going over to Odyssey and Rumble only soon here. I'm going to put the links in here again. There's the Odyssey one.
Yeah, I only have one more thing, like an update, and then after the video, we watched that.
And there's the Rumble. Oh, yeah. Okay. Let me pull that up.
We need a little levity.
It's so fantastic, and I can't believe Sky News put it on. That just like made me like so happy. Although I will say that refaces really creep me out. Just saying. Okay. They really, really freak me out. But his are done like where it's very weird and obvious.
I love his Pelosi as well. He's got his top Pelosi. Okay, let's watch.
Why does it keep going? Stop playing. Okay. All right. Did I miss anything? All right. Let's see here. Oh my God, that's so gross. Okay. Oh, I forgot. I gotta mute myself.
Hi.
My name is.
What?
My name is.
Huh?
My name is.
Rocky Goggins. Hi.
My name is.
What?
My name is.
Who?
My name is.
The guy. Hi, kids. You like pie tits? They're not pie tits. You want to see me close both my eyelids? I get real close. I'm quicker than most. Let me be clear. I ain't afraid of no ghosts. I take my Talkie Joe drugs and give super long hugs. I'm also an ice cream guy. Hi.
My name is.
What?
My name is.
Huh?
My name is.
Rogue rival. Stop the tape. I need to be changed. Maybe get another boost. Get the out of here. I keep getting it. Sorry. My thing didn't pass. Then I fell on my ass. Off a bike that wasn't even going too fast. No, I'm serious. I flew to Crown Pimp Obama. He's a real bad dude. Gave him a little fist bump because I didn't want to be rude. Gas is still $18. What are you guys talking about? It's all right. The economy's strong. And I couldn't be prouder of my boy Hunty's dog. I'm the next guy. So stop your searching. And if you don't vote for me, you ain't a black guy person. Hi. What? Who are you, man? Joe Biden. Thank you, and God bless America. Smile at Karen. Sniff, Sleepy, who's my name? Hunty and the big guy. DC Records.
Classic.
It is great. I love it. I know the diaper, right? Ooh. Ew.
He just really gets it, Kyle.
Yeah. So that was Kyle Dunnigan.
Check
I put his link in the chat for you guys so that you guys can go check out his work if you want. Kurt Metzger. Some people are Jimmy Dore fans, and you guys know Kurt Metzger from there. He does the show with Kyle Dunnigan. So if you like Kurt, I love Kurt.
And if you're not familiar with his work, start with Craig News, because that's where it all began. Craig's News is hilarious. That's when
this is his actual.
Happened. Yeah. Shout out to Kyle. We love you, Kyle. Keep doing what you're doing. He's working a little hard now.
They do the baby news.
Baby news with Baby Jessica. We love Baby Jessica. Shout out to Baby
It's
Jessica.
creepy. It still creeps
I
me
love
the
her.
fuck out. I don't care. I don't care who it is. The reface things just creep me the fuck out.
I'm sure they're creeped out by it as well. So. And then there's John. John is really great on there too. He plays Mr. Pickles. Mr. Pickle.
Kim said, "I'm crying."
Go check out his
so
work
great.
when you get the chance. 'Cause he's got a lot of great videos. He's hilarious. And he's so nonpartisan, which I love. He goes after everybody. He started
have you
out
guys-
on Reno 911.
Really?
Reno 911, Craig. His character was Craig. He changed it into his own character that isn't a murderer like in the show. And it's just off, a little off. And he's been doing it for years. Shout out to him.
And Mishka is super talented too over on the Jimmy Dore show. I like Mishka.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. We got to talk about the Vogue thing. But I wanted to do a quick update about LA and the mask mandate thing. Not the mask mandate thing, vax mandate. So there was a vaccine mandate at the LA Phil for a long time. I'm not going to get into how I feel about that. You can watch my listen to my podcast and how I feel about it in the last episode, I think. But basically, they went ahead, and I don't even think I did a story on this at all. I just went on Twitter. It was like, what the fuck is going on? Because one day I'm looking at the website for the safety information, and it says that vaccine verification is required. Well, yeah, like in the very beginning, like for like a year, it's been happening, and then almost, and then it changed overnight. Not overnight, but like it changed back after it changed in the first place, which it would change to masks required, which is still kind of lame, but whatever. And I was like, okay, well, that's fine. But then it changed back 10 days later is what I'm saying. So it changed originally to vaccine verification in October 2021 for that season going on. And then after that, it changed to on July 15th or some shit. I don't remember. That might be when I checked it. But it changed to just mask required, no vaccine verification, according to LA County Public Health, whatever the fuck. And then it changed back the next week. And I'm like, what the fuck? Or 2 weeks later, less than 2 weeks later. And then I was like, what's going on? And then August 2nd, it changed back again. So I shared that in the private chat so we could look at what I'm talking about so I don't look like a psycho or sound like a psycho. But, you know, to give you a visual of what the fuck I'm talking about is the safety info in the visit tab of the website for LA Phil, which is the LA Philharmonic, which is an orchestra that's very well known across the world and is allegedly linked to some people in the Epstein book, ironically. But maybe a couple of people. Maybe one and a Weffer. A Weffer and that guy.
And a Weffer is a
WEF, World Economic Forum page holder.
A page holder, yes.
Yo-Yo Ma is a performer for Klaus events. So,
I
so
realize-
this was updated on the 2nd, and it went back to normal to just masks for the old people. This is exclusive. It's not exclusively for old people, this concert hall, but a lot of old people attend. So maybe they feel more comfortable in the masks. I don't know. But that seems to be the case in LA.
We love you, Oz.
Come back for the replay. We love you. Bye. It is very arbitrary.
exactly.
That's my point.
It is.
I'm not getting
Yeah.
to. But it just keeps changing. And it's like, how do they even know when they get there? They're like, oh, yeah, I don't have a vax, but I read your website. And they're like, no, we changed it back. And I'm like, what? How can you do that? You can't just go back and forth. And even them on the phone, I've talked to them and they're like, yeah, we'll probably change it again before the end of summer, before the season starts. And then they did, like within like a few days.
It's really
So,
weird.
yeah.
It's
And
like,
this is the only
how is
venue
anybody
that's
supposed to
indoor.
keep up on this? You know what I mean? Like, how are you supposed to keep up on like whether or not you could go somewhere, or like, you want to buy tickets for something, right? Like they have a 2022-2023 season. How do you know if you're going to be able to go? It just doesn't
And
give a lot of stability to people that that want to know. All right, well, you've stood by this whole time, or you've done this whole time, but there's no stability in it. So
yeah.
I don't think that people are just going to be like, yeah, well, I'll just throw some money at this ticket that's way overpriced, and we'll see what happens. Because I have money to spare.
And while they also fucking did the up-to-date thing that a lot of venues did, and then they stopped doing it, probably because customers like, nah, we're not going to get the boop again just to go to a concert. But thanks. We didn't like it the first time or the second time, but yeah, we're going to do it a third time just so we can see Yo-Yo Ma. Sure, that'll happen. But, they also had it for the staff. So it's not just like the people who go to the place. It's for staff. It's for everyone who works there. Like, do they get their jobs back when it gets thrown out? Like, what happens there? And then do they lose them again because they weren't booped in the first place? Like, it makes no sense. Like, it very much is very arbitrary. So that's a LA crazy update. LA's still crazy.
So GoStart said something really interesting here. CBS claims the documentary about the UKR, possibly us, 70% of their arms that are missing is being updated after it received a tsunami of trolling from those upset the information being reported. The original link was taken down. Are you kidding me?
Yes.
They're like, oh, whoops. Like, we better memory hole this one.
Right.
SF Thomas, I was told today that by questioning things, that's what leads to fascism. So don't worry. You're in the right place.
Well, I got like some little bits and pieces of that horrible article in the Vogue magazine that you guys might have heard of online with Zelenska. His wife and Zelensky. I don't know why she's called Zelenska. I didn't really get into that part of it. I didn't care. But she's the wife, and she's doing like the profile, and she's talking about how hard it is to be the housewife of this guy who's so fucking such a hero and everything. It's just like bullshit. And then she talks about his career as an actor. It just gets really creepy. I'll do the most infuriating parts. I'll read those to you because I don't want you to have to read the whole thing unless you want to. That's up to you. It'll be your homework, but I'll read the bits and pieces, and I won't tell you where I'm at because I'm reading screenshots, so you can just keep scrolling or whatever, but I'll read it, if that makes sense.
All right, well, I gotta pee, so I'm just gonna leave it right here, and you can
okay, then I'll just read it while you pee. Perfect. Go pee.
I'm gonna...
You read it, I'm sure.
Hi, Abram.
All right, so I'll read the really infuriating bits to you guys that made me go, ugh, why? Okay, so this is a part of the article where she talks about this propaganda shit. She says she told a bipartisan group of lawmakers that she was speaking as a mother and daughter, not just a first lady. When she was addressing Congress, she showed pictures of Ukrainian children who had been killed by Russian rockets, including a 4-year-old with Down syndrome, before amping it up. That's what they wrote in this article, amping it up. I'm asking for something I would never want to ask for. I am asking for weapons that would not be used to wage a war on somebody else's land, but to protect one's home and the right to wake up alive in that home. And then there's this part. That's a more heartfelt version of her message her husband has been making all along, that the war in Ukraine is about more than Ukraine. It is about who will uphold the values of the West and the post-war rules-based order. if Vladimir Putin can invade a sovereign country, kind of like George Bush, but we don't talk about that, to fulfill his ambition to reunite the former Russian Empire, where will he stop? I'm sure he'll stop when you run out of money, but anyway. Oh, there's some shenanigans in the background. Ignore. So COVID, even COVID is not, oh wait, what is this? There's a reference. There's a beginning to this, is there not? No, there is not. Oh, yes, there is. Okay. Conducting written interviews, trying to reshape some of her initiatives for wartime, she says. My daily schedule didn't have a free moment when I could sit back and start thinking about bad things. She helped her son with online school, which was challenging because they weren't able to be online in real time. They played board games and read, and this is a kicker, she reread George Orwell's 1984. It's a horrible coincidence, she says. It's a picture of what is happening in Russia today, these days. That's hilarious. The war has now entered a crucial transitional phase, says this author. Large swaths of Ukraine's east and south are under Russian occupation. Zelensky wants more military support for defense. He doesn't have enough, guys. We need to give them more. And to claw back territory Russia has seized since February, if not since 2014, when Russia first invaded Crimea and parts of eastern Ukraine. And don't look into it too much. International attention has been flagging while inflation and gas prices are on the rise worldwide. When I asked him about this, Zelensky was direct. He said, I will be very honest and maybe not very diplomatic. Gas is nothing. Even COVID is nothing when you compare it to what's going on in Ukraine. He says, just try to imagine what I'm talking about happening to your home, to your country. Would you still be thinking about gas prices or electricity prices? The battle, he says, goes beyond Ukraine. We are fighting for things that could happen in any country in the world, he told me. If the world allows this to happen, then it is not upholding its values. That's why Ukraine needs support, significant support for cocaine, allegedly. Zelensky, just before he won his election, he said, it's going to be just one term. We will try to change the country for the better, and then I'll go and I'll become a producer again, and I'll do the movie based on my experience, and I'll win the Oscar. That's what he said to me. I was laughing, said his wife. These are the people we're giving millions and billions of dollars to, of our money. They sound like good people. Was it worth it? I don't know.
They sound like complete fucking out of touch douchebags to me.
Indeed. And that's all I have for YouTube. So I'm in Inosh now. My quesadilla actually is ready to be eaten.
Okay.
So we can catch up on comments.
I'm packing my bowl. All right. Let's see what's going on here.
Oh, you can scroll down the page and you'll see their stupid little photo shoot too.
Ugh, yuck. Yeah, it just seriously. How much did this cost? You know what I mean? How much is this propaganda costing? You know? It's ridiculous.
You think they'll let him play himself in the movie? That's what he wants. And he wants to win an Oscar.
No, I know exactly what's gonna happen. They're gonna have what's his face? Ben Stiller. Remember that picture that they took together? Let me see. I have it.
Him or Bono?
I have it on my Twitter, I think. Because I'm like, there's no way that he won't regret this. You know what I mean? Like, this will be a regret. I mean, isn't that what they were sizing him up for, so that he could play him in a movie? I mean, it seemed like it.
Maybe he'll co-produce with him.
Let me see if I can find it. If not, do. Oh yeah, here it is. I found it. So I mean, like, it seems they're pretty squared up there. Do you think that this picture is going to haunt Ben Stiller in the future?
It already is.
Yeah, that's what I said.
He's got big guns, though.
I mean, but look at how similar they are. Like, is that what this looks like? This was like for an audition. You know what I mean? Like, okay, we can like kind of buy W. You know, we can make this work for a movie.
They both have.
He told him
shirts
like he was like, you know, you're my hero and shit. Like, so.
Even though he has no idea what's happening. Just like everyone in Hollywood.
Arab, I don't know what you mean. I can't get that link.
I think I know what he's referring to, but I'm going to check and make sure. And if so, I can debunk that. Where is it? Get back here. I must be really far up.
Baba Yaga says those beautiful mute colors really bring out the color of war. Right?
Oh yeah, that's definitely not him. That's not Tedros. It's clearly another dude. Not even the same dude at all. Yep. Yeah, they need more weapons, by the way. Like, they really haven't gotten enough.
Tommy John, I got mine right here.
Let me, I forgot to say that they gave another $1 billion to, but it was all allocated already. I mean, it hadn't been allocated, but it was already figured out, apparently, that they were going to do it. I mean, it's a foregone conclusion at this point anyway, that they're going to get all the money that they asked for, whether it's from the U.S. or the UK.
Yeah.
From
like, Daddy,
Ursula.
open your wallet. Think about the ties, otherwise, with laptops and things like that. Okay, so we are going to be wrapping up on our YouTube end of this stream. So I'm going to put the links in here again. We are on Odyssey and also on Rumble. We would love if you guys would all join us over on one of these platforms. Or both. Some people like to go on multiple. Well, whatever. Whatever works. Whatever works for you. But we would love if you would join us over there, where we can actually still speak freely. Like, it's crazy.
And we can talk about the decade of vaccines. Oh, found a thing. I need this thing.
Zelensky's gay? Like, why do you say that? Like, I don't know what that means. Like, okay.
I don't know him like that, so I can't consider that.
I don't confirm or deny anything about his sexual orientation.
I don't care.
I don't either.
None of my business.
Yeah.
More worried about the Nazis right now. Oh, and an update on the LA Public Health Department in LA, of course, is that their Twitter has decided to restrict replies because of the mask mandate not going through, because of the misinformation that was, or the information that was misinterpreted in the data by Barbara Ferrer. So they've taken upon themselves to censor the public and silence debate. And now they're
my Flint ran out.
I have no idea what that means, but good luck with that. But now they okay, SFT.
You have a lighter, Sky?
So now they what was I gonna say? They've silenced the public debate, and now they're spreading information that's not quite true about effectiveness of the boopy boop boop. And I've reported them twice, and I'm sure Twitter any day now is going to get back to me about those reports about misinformation, misleading information on their account. Multiple offenses. But they were contacted in the media briefing with Barbara Ferrer. She was confronted by a Fox 11 news reporter, who asked her why they cut off the replies to the different tweets on their account. And she says she didn't even know about it. So that's how things are going there. She either is pleading ignorance and not actually ignorant, or she is ignorant. Either way, she should be fired, in my opinion, for multiple errors in judgment. I don't know what a flint is in regard to what you're smoking. I know what a flint is in not a candle. Isn't it a light bulb? I know a light bulb.
It's a light. Yeah, it's a flint in a lighter. It's what makes the spark. And I have
science, baby.
I have clipper lighters, so you can replace the flint that goes in there that will make the spark for my lighter to work. We use reusable lighters, refillables, and all that. So this goes inside my lighter, and it makes it work. So yeah, that's the flint.
Okay. Is that what M. Like Flint is about? I don't know this movie. I don't know why I said that. But there's a movie called In Like Flint that I tried to watch one time for like 2 minutes. And I stopped.
I don't know if it's about lighters. I don't know.
I wouldn't be surprised. It's 70s, so. But.
I don't know if his wife was fearing for her life. She's probably just as evil as she's married to Zelensky. I don't know. I don't know them. I don't know anything about their relationship or what, but women are not.
Oh, the people are heading over. Let's go.
Yeah, everybody.
60s. My bad. I'm sorry. Damn.
What happened?
I don't know all the decades.
Man, talks. I was guessing. Well, you could be right. I mean, there's a chance.
67. Huh. That's a creepy movie.
Okay. Did everybody make it over to Rumble or Odyssey?
Let's get ready to rumble.
I hope you guys made it over there. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. All right. I wish there was a way to like keep it like keep the stream up on YouTube, but just like silence us on YouTube, you know what I mean? Like so that, and like where it just says like, hey, follow this link over here. Because
When
we're
is a
still gonna
better
be
kind of
live.
silencing? Oh, let me check. 13 and 11. Okay. Mana, we're getting to mana. James, we're getting to the talk soon.
The we can't say it. We can't jab it. What's that one? Yeah. Okay. All right. So I guess we're gonna say bye to YouTube. We still got like 7
We
people
love
over
you.
here. Did everybody
Thank you, Susan.
follow one of the links?
I'm just kidding.
Thank you, Susan. Oh my God.
Fuck you,
So
Susan.
creepy.
But,
Please hit the like whatever platform you're watching on. That we really appreciate that. It does help.
we're getting less and less on YouTube now. I love that.
Yeah. Oh, we're like down to like 6 people.
It'll be done in like 40 minutes next time because there's so much drama.
There we go. Okay. Now we got another person that came over. All right. Follow us over onto the Rumble and Odyssey, please. There's links there. Awesome. We got some people on the Odyssey. We got some people on Rumble. Yeah. Okay. I think are we gonna say bye to you too?
Bye, bye, bye.
All right. Bye, YouTube. We'll see you later. We hope you follow up to watch the rest of the show and get the real good stuff over on one of the other ones.